Hi, this is Amy Lohr, and this is the Essentials 101 class. And I'm very excited to be sharing all this content. I'm just setting up my PowerPoint here real quick. There we go. Um, so I'm from Oils Wonderland, and I am featuring products from Young Living, but this is also a lot of content specifically about essential oils, how to use them, safety precautions, methods of use, and just a lot of great information about how to live more naturally and healthy. So let's get into it. I do want to share a little bit about my experience, how I got into using essential oils, which basically is I had a lot of physical health issues as far as issues with allergies, asthma, digestive health issues, some problems with pain. And for 15 years or so, really didn't get much relief from any of that in traditional Western medicine. So I started exploring a lot of other ways to heal my body and better understand my body, how it works, how to use herbs, supplements, essential oils, and just got into using Young Living and really haven't looked back. Now I don't take any medication. A lot of the problems that I had are resolved or well maintained with what I'm using, and just integrating a natural lifestyle. A lot of it along the way was also learning about how things within my environment or pollution or chemicals in the products that I was using that were toxic were actually negatively affecting my health and contributing to some of the problems that I had. So it's really a big passion of mine to bring this content to people. So, one, that it raises your awareness of your environment, your body, your health, how to better take care of your health in really simple and easy ways. Because if it's not simple, you're not going to make the changes. And also, then to introduce to you products that maybe you're not aware of. Maybe essential oils are completely new to you. You've never heard about them, or you have used them before, but you don't actually really know much about purity or quality. So, to introduce to you some new products that you can use to support your health, and then to connect you to a company that I actually trust and connect you with the information that you can make your best decision about their sourcing and standards and testing to hopefully get the products from a company that you can also trust. But I am big on giving you the information and supporting your best decision for yourself with that. So, what are essential oils? They are the most powerful part of the plant. Essential oils are distilled from the plant material. So that could be from the shrubs, the leaves, the flowers, stems, bark, sometimes the roots. Any of the plant material, uh, depending on the plant, you were using in a distillation process to extract the essential oils from that plant material. So during that process, it's really important that there have never been any chemicals used on those plants, because in that distillation process, there is steam used with that plant material. And if there's ever been chemicals used on those plants, it ends up in the essential oils and can't be removed. So Young Living is a company that actually take steps to ensure that their land that they specifically own or partner with farms throughout the world, uh, and that land to make sure that there hasn't been any chemicals or pesticides used on it for the past 50 years before they even start planting. So they're really big on quality and purity, which is why I've chosen them. So essential oils have also been used really for thousands of years to support the body, to support any of the body systems, whether it's the cardiovascular system, respiratory system, nervous system, immune system. They can be a support in the body's natural abilities to heal. So they're really an ally to enable and support the body in doing what it already does. Essential oils have also been used historically in skincare or for cleaning or for perfumes and cosmetics. I'm showing you right now a starter kit from Young Living, which includes 12 different oils, a diffuser, and other samples of some of their other products that I'll talk about later in this class. But I want to show it right now just so you have an idea that as I talk about some of the different products as an example of using essential oils in your day-to-day, that you know what I'm talking about, and that you can have an idea of, if you're interested in getting any of the products today, that this is a great way to get started. And it's actually really economical with all that you're getting there. Is $165. And actually, there's a discount going on that I'll speak to at the very end for some people right now. So how do you use essential oils? Well, there's really 3 methods of using essential oils. And the first is inhalation. So that means that you're breathing in and smelling the aroma of the essential oils. And you can use this method through using a diffuser, or you can simply just open your bottle of essential oil, hold it in front of you, and just take a few deep breaths of that. And you'll notice if you open the bottle of essential oil and you smell it, it should smell quite potent and concentrated if it is natural. And you shouldn't smell anything other than plants in it. It shouldn't smell, some essential oils on the market, you can smell like a turpentine smell, like in the backdrop of it, or some kind of chemical smell. If you smell that, you have an adulterated essential oil. So I'll talk in a moment about the different kinds of essential oils on the market and how you can regulate your own quality and purity and make that assessment. So what's great about using a diffuser is they're usually electronic, so they plug in, and you usually add water to the inner compartment, and then you add a few drops of essential oil. You plug it back in, put it all back together, and it's a fine mist that goes up in the air with the essential oils. And so that disperses throughout your environment and is an aroma that you smell throughout the day. Young Living's diffusers run generally for 6 hours, and they'll turn off automatically once there's no longer any water in it. So you can put everything in it and forget about it. It also uses ultrasonic technology. So it uses sound to create the mist, as opposed to using heat, which heat will actually deteriorate essential oils and make them less effective. So you don't want a diffuser that is actually using heat. And if the diffuser that you're purchasing doesn't identify what method it uses to create the vapor, then you don't want to buy it, because it's likely going to be something that's going to deteriorate the essential oils. You also don't want a diffuser that is made of, you want to know what kind of plastic the diffuser is made out of, because most plastics actually will be deteriorated by essential oils. The essential oils will break down the plastics, and the petrochemicals will leach out of that. So you never want to put your essential oils in a plastic cup or a plastic water bottle, because it will have that effect on it. And then you're drinking plastic, which is not going to be good. or you're dispersing plastic in the air with your diffuser. So you don't want to do that. Most of the diffusers on the market beyond from a reputable company that is an essential oils company, you know the sourcing, you can trust them. Most of them are not the proper plastic. I've actually bought some before and made that mistake, and the diffuser broke within a couple months. So it's worth it to get a diffuser from Young Living, and you get it in a starter kit if you go that route. The other method of using essential oils is topical. So you can apply them topically to your skin. If you do that, you always want to dilute the essential oils, and you dilute them with what's called a carrier oil. The carrier oil can be anything like olive oil, almond oil, jojoba. Any of those will work as a carrier oil. And when you're applying it topically, you'll take a few drops of the carrier oil, 1 drop of the essential oil, and then you can rub in your skin. Essential oils are so concentrated that you can use a much larger volume of the carrier oil to a lesser ratio of the essential oil. I'm not going to get into dilution ratios, but there's a lot out there if you want to check into that. You want to be careful of warming oils or cooling oils, which means that when applied to the skin, they will be hot and warm up, or they will cool. So hot oils are things like cinnamon, clove, rosemary, oregano. They're all very hot oils. So you want to dilute much higher so that you don't get a chemical burn on your skin with that heat. And cooling oils are things like mints and eucalyptus or wintergreen, and you also want to dilute highly with that as well. Lastly is internal usage, and most of the essential oils out there cannot state that you can take the essential oils internally because they haven't gone through FDA approval to be taken as a food, basically, and to be consumed internally. So you want to check that if you're going to take any of the essential oils internally, that they have that approval, and way before you're taking them internally. Young Living was the first company to actually get approval from the FDA for their specific line of oils to be taken internally or to be used in cooking as well, cooking and baking. And that is their Vitality line of essential oils, which is their white label. So you'll see the backdrop here, the Valor essential oil has a solid purple label. Young Living's Vitality line, which is safe to take internally or to cook with or to use as a supplement, has a white label and has a added label that says Vitality. I'll point that out to you later when we see the starter kit again. So the thing about taking essential oils internally is you want to be careful about those burns or getting sensitization. You want to also be diluting them with something that's fatty so that you're not getting a chemical burn. And also, you only want to take essential oils internally acutely. You don't want to do it regularly because it can disrupt the bacteria in your gut, and that's not a good thing. So if you have some acute issue that you're looking to support by taking essential oils internally, then do that on a limited basis. One of the great ways that we love to teach people how to take essential oils internally in a safe way is to infuse them with their tea. And the safe way to do that is you take the plant material or the tea bag, you put it in your cup, you put a drop of the essential oil on top of it, you let it sit there for about 30 seconds, and the essential oil will emulsify with the salts in the plant material. and then you put the water on top of it. So if you do that, you should not see any of the essential oil floating on the top. It is actually safely emulsified and binding with the plant material, just like it would with binding with the carrier oil, and then is safe to take internally. So that's a way you can enjoy it with your tea. And then, as I said, just don't do that regularly. Okay. So essential oils history, just very briefly, I was kind of mentioning this with what they are and how we've been using them. Obviously, we know there's scriptural and biblical references to using essential oils. We've probably heard of frankincense and myrrh. The Egyptians also use essential oils for beauty products and embalming. They used them in bathhouses pretty regularly, and as perfumes as well. Whoops. Okay, so do essential oils work? And you know, that lavender that I bought for only like $8 at the market, you mean that might not be pure? Probably not. Just because it says pure or natural on the bottle, that doesn't mean anything. Therapeutic grade essential oil also doesn't mean anything. So labels can be quite misleading at the market. And the problem is that there is no governmental regulation over essential oils. Not because it wouldn't be useful, it's because plants are so diverse, and it is very challenging to regulate a plant season to season, and to be able to say that a lavender essential oil is the same season to season. So let me say that in another way. If you think about a field of lavender being planted in 3 different places throughout the world, those are 3 very diverse, different environments that plant is growing in. Different climates, different soil, different temperature. And so every time that a plant is exposed to different environmental stimulus, it reacts differently. And as it reacts, its makeup changes, just like our bodies change. And so when we distill the essential oils from that plant material, we will see that in the end product, and it can look quite different from country to country or city to city or season to season. So a lavender from one season to the next can have its chemical makeup look quite different. And this is why we can't make claims to say lavender essential oil treats or cures or prevents this issue, even if there's research out there in the world on how lavender has been effective at treating something. That is because we can't say that lavender is the same as the lavender I have in this bottle of essential oil. And so that is why regulation is difficult. And of course, when there isn't regulation, there's a lot of people that take advantage of that and abuse that and try to make a lot of money. So what we see in the market is a lot of essential oils that are adulterated or manipulated. And I'll speak in a moment about what all of that means as well. But what you need to know is when you're going into your grocery store, there is not any labeling like there would be on a box of cereal that says all of the ingredients, what's in it. Essential oils can have a lot of different things in it, a lot of constituents that are all from the plant material, or they can have a lot of other things added in that bottle. And they actually don't have to list all of that stuff. So you need to know more about the company and sourcing to actually make your best decision about quality. So seed to seal explained. What sets Young Living apart is their seed to seal standard. And to simply state and break down what this is that Young Living isn't using any of those chemicals. They're not adding anything to the bottle of oil. They're giving the best care in the industry to the plants and to the entire process. Seed to seal is an point testing system that they utilize 3 different times throughout the whole process of planning and harvesting, distilling, bottling, manufacturing, and delivering to you. So they're actually creating the standards throughout the 25 years that the company has existed for the whole oils industry that others are actually really replicating and trying to do. And the whole premise behind the seed to seal standard is it's all about the best sourcing, standards, and science. They have many scientists and researchers on their team that are regularly looking at how to best grow the plants. They're caring about sustainability issues. They're looking at the local economy and, you know, how to best care for the plants as well so that the land doesn't die off and it can be a thriving land as well. And here you can see a map of the Young Living farms all throughout the world that they own, partner, and ultimately can regulate and control the standards at each of them. If you want to find out more about the Seed to Seal standard, you can just go to seedtoseal.com, SEEDTOSEAL.com. Here. So this photo is of a frankincense resin, and it being distilled at the proper temperature for days to pull the best oil out of the plant. What you need to know about frankincense and getting the essential oil is that the labor to distill this plant is one of the reasons it's so costly. The only way to actually sell frankincense for $10 or $12 would be to adulterate the oil, or you would make zero profit from selling it at that cost. So that's oftentimes what's happening. If you're actually getting real essential oils, it's labor intensive to harvest and extract and obtain that essential oil. And you'll see the cost of the Young Living essential oils reflective of that. It's going to be reflective of all the labor that's intensive in doing that. How many days you have to extract it is all going into that cost. So all the oils in the world fall into one of four categories: authentic, manipulated, perfume, or synthetic. Authentic means the oils are 100% pure. All that's in that bottle is plant, and there's no synthetics, no additives. That's what Young Living essential oils are. Manipulated means the final product has been made to smell more pleasing, less earthy. It's been doctored in some way, or there's been additives to it to enhance the aroma. So you might still smell the plant material, but you also smell something else, or it's just not quite what it should be. Perfume oils are not pure. They're mixed with synthetics to enhance the aroma, and these oils have no therapeutic action at all. It could purely actually be just chemicals in the perfume. Synthetic oils are not true oils at all. They've actually been synthetically created in a lab to smell like an essential oil. And you might have some kind of mix of all of this. You have synthetics added into plant material. You have some perfume and other chemicals added in to make it a unique smell as well. So when you're looking at quality and purity, and you're going the length to actually get essential oils, you want the best, because otherwise if you're getting a synthetic or manipulated, or you're not actually really sure what you have in that bottle, it's like going to the grocery store, buying a bottle of orange juice, taking a 5% of it, and then adding water and drinking that. You're not really getting orange juice at that point. And really out there in the market, there could be as little as 7% plant material in a bottle of essential oil, and they could still call it essential oil. Also, if the essential oil has an organic label on it, it's important to note that that organic standard is only applied to the plant material that is in that bottle of essential oil, not anything else that might be added. So that can also be misleading. So what is the impact of spraying pesticides? I'm actually going to show you a video quickly to explain that.
Most of what is grown today is treated with pesticides. That's not so healthy for the environment, but does it really affect us? Meet the palmboke family. They don't eat organic food.
Det kostar mer än vanlig mat. Det blir en stor skillnad när man är många i en familj.
But for the next 2 weeks, the palmbokes are going to eat only organic. Before they begin, urine samples are taken from each of the family members. And it turns out they have a number of different pesticides inside their bodies.
Vi hittade framförallt insektsmedel, svampmedel och stråförkortningsmedel.
Vi äter insektsmedel.
Ja, äckligt.
Ja.
So, everything in the kitchen is replaced, and they begin eating only organic. Then, another round of samples are taken, and now, almost all the pesticides have disappeared.
Vi vet ju väldigt lite om långtidseffekter av att äta mat som har besprutats. Speciellt med tanke på att studier har visat att kemikalier i kombination kan vara långt farligare än kemikalier var och en för sig.
När man får höra det här så tänker man framförallt på barnen. Det är många kemikalier som har lämnat deras kroppar och jag vill inte ha tillbaka dem med mina barn.
Sorry, they're trying to get past this slide. There we go. Okay, so what I love sharing about that is just helping you see, here's the science behind what we're doing with food. And when we're looking at essential oils and the effects of pesticides, the effects of utilizing essential oils that have any chemicals or pesticides used in them is far more profound because of the concentration. So for instance, if we're looking at, sorry, I'm trying to find my stats here. We're looking at what goes into a bottle of essential oil. 60,000 rose blossoms provide only 1 ounce of rose oil. 200 pounds of lavender will provide 7 pounds of oil. Jasmine flowers have to be picked by hand before the sun becomes hot on the very first day they open, making it one of the most expensive oils in the world. A sandalwood tree must be 30 years old and 30 feet high before it can be cut down for distillation. And Gary Young, the founder of Young Living, his sandalwood trees must be 90% dead before they're harvested. So you can see in those statistics the labor involved, and also that whole process, if there's any chemicals used in any of that, how it's going to deteriorate the quality of the essential oils, and you're not getting the quality that you could have otherwise. And when you use an essential oil that has the pesticides, you're getting a higher concentration of those chemicals than you would even in your food. So it's really important to keep all of those considerations. I go through, we actually talked about most of this stuff. And so also because of that, a little goes a long way. 1 drop you can dilute with even a tablespoon or more of carrier oil and put that in a roller ball, like a perfume roller ball. You can buy those easily, and you can use that over a period of a month. which makes them extremely cost effective. I want to make note of Thieves, the Young Living Thieves blend, because it is an essential oil blend that Young Living made that is also combined in with their cleaning line. So there's an all-purpose cleaner, there's laundry detergent, and other products that you can use instead of cleaning products that have harsh chemicals added in them. So I do a whole class and have videos on creating a toxic-free home, which features all of that content and the Thieves product as well. So just to introduce a little bit about how you can get started with Young Living is some of the benefits of essential rewards. So one of the things that's great about the company when you're considering getting essential oils, and one of the other reasons to choose Young Living, is if you're purchasing products regularly on their monthly auto ship program, which is what Essential Rewards is, you're going to get 10% back over the first 3 months, and then you'll get 20% back after that. So it's an excellent loyalty program, and all of that can be used as cash towards other products. So it's really a great way to help you get started in using the products and with a healthier lifestyle. I mentioned the Thieves product, and this is actually a video showing someone using it to clean a pan that just has not been able to be cleaned. So I'm just going to show that really quickly.
All right, guys, so we're trying a little experiment here because we just had a wow moment with lemon oil, getting all the grease off of the bottom of a pan. And this pan is particularly difficult. Like, this has been through multiple dishwasher loads, been scrubbed multiple times. My sister loves to deep fry stuff with coconut oil. So it's like not coming off. I mean, you have a scrubby, Ray? Check it, show. Yeah. We're just going to scrub it and show you that it's not going anywhere. Like, this has been through multiple. It's one of those things where you scrub as hard as you can, it's not going anywhere, right? So we grabbed some baking soda. It's pure baking soda and Thieves. Now, we're not going to use all of this Thieves, but we'll pour a little bit of each in. And yep, just like a little sprinkle. We'll put a little bit of Thieves cleaner in there. See if we can make some headway on this pan that's been through the dishwasher so many times. So if it's something that I just cook, I put a couple of drops of lemon, and lemon just makes that pan amazing. If it's something that has been there for a while, you can't get it up, this is my go-to. You want it to be paste? Rachel will even more, and she wants a nice, good paste. Yep. All right, we're gonna take it over to the sink. Just do a good rinse on it. And following the pan. Let's see, after multiple dishwasher loads and soap and all the other good things, what this really nasty, non-scrubbable pan looks like. Let me show you in 5, 4, 3, 2, bam.
All right, I love showing that because who doesn't want to easily clean a pot that has all that grime on it? So I show a lot of other examples like that in the Creating a Toxic-Free Home class. You want to check out all of those things. So when we're looking at our oil safe, and also how do we start integrating essential oils into our day-to-day lifestyle? Why would essential oils be relevant to your daily use? So it's a lot of it has to do with swapping out things that you're already doing or using with something that is natural and just plant with essential oils. So think about, do you use perfumes? Do you use cologne, air fresheners? are there scents that you use in your home, to spray on your carpet, or if you have pets? Do you use candles, whether they're scented or not? There's a lot of toxic chemicals in candles, and it's actually can be really harmful just to burn even an unscented candle, because it comes from petrochemicals. The paraffin is a petrochemical that is melted. So you're getting actually those chemicals in the air as you're burning it. So replacing all of that stuff with the pleasant aroma of something that is just a plant in the air by using a diffuser, you will majorly improve your lifestyle and making positive steps for a healthier lifestyle if you take those steps. And then you're looking at how each of the individual oils support different systems in the body and enable the body to I would say support the body and its natural healing abilities, and is an ally that way. So you're receiving those benefits as well as that pleasant aroma and being able to get rid of some of the chemicals in your home. What I just showed there with the Thieves cleaning line, and Young Living having actually over 600 different products, from personal care products, makeup that is mineral based and natural, as well as dental care, toothpaste, deodorant, nutritional supplements. They have all of those things that you can consider looking at things you already purchase and start making some small swap outs so that you can get rid of some of the chemicals in your home and improve your health that way. So when we're looking at oils themselves, are they safe? I'm talking about how concentrated they are, the fact that if you apply directly, if they're warming oils, you could have some chemical burns. That's why I teach this, because there are some basic precautions that you can make. And anytime you apply an oil to your skin and you're having some kind of reaction, you just, take a lot of that carrier oil and just keep applying that and using that oil to kind of cleanse and soothe anything there. And generally that's enough. So there are also some other essential oils that are photosensitive. These are generally citrus oils. And that means that if you apply them to your skin and go out into the sunlight, that you could get blisters under the first layer of the skin. So you'll see that there is a caution on those citrus labels to avoid exposure to the sun in the first 12 hours after using it. You can also apply them under your clothing so that it's not exposed to the skin, or at nighttime, or don't apply them topically, use them aromatically. So the other consideration is, when you're looking at swapping out things and what you're already using, do you actually know what is in the products that you're already using? And if you do some searches to see what those ingredients are and the effects that they have on you, they can be, quite negative. So if you take some of the simple precautions that I talked about today, and you pay attention to your body, and of course, if you have any medical conditions or medical concerns, you talk to your doctor as always, and just be responsible with your health, then you'll be okay. Just pay attention, be responsible, and continue to get education about all of it. And that's the best we can do with anything. So one of the other points to make is that some statistics with the average woman applies over 300 chemicals every day to her body just through soaps, makeup, shampoo, hair care products, and oftentimes 80 of these are even before breakfast. So if you really start thinking about what you're doing, and making some changes, if you look at Young Living essential oils, you're using just one ingredient, like lemon, oregano, tangerine. You don't have the synthetic additives. So some of this might be a little bit overwhelming and might be wondering, where do I start if this is new to you? And that's why we have the Young Living Starter Kit. Instead of trying to select, I'll get this oil or that oil, which oil do I need? What's great about this starter kit is it has 12 different oils, and each of them are versatile enough that they support different systems, different needs. Obviously, they have different aromas. So it's a great way to get introduced into the company. And all of these are the company's most popular essential oils as well. So they're ones that people keep coming back to get more of. So I want to take a few minutes to mention the specific oils and just highlight some quick uses. I don't have a lot of time to go through that, but what you're getting in the kit is frankincense, and all of the bottles of essential oil are 5 milliliter. Frankincense is one of the top skin oils. And between the frankincense and the Valor essential oil, the cost of that, if you were to get that separate, just individually, the cost for both of those are actually the full cost that you're getting for this kit. So this kit cost $165, and that's majorly discounted. If you were to get all of these things individually, you're looking at more than $400. So getting this collection to start is also going to be the most economical. It also means that you become a member with Young Living, which simply means that you get an ongoing 24% discount on any of Young Living products. So you really don't, it doesn't make any sense to go another way. To become a member, you have to get a starter kit. There's a couple different kit options. This is the best essential oil option. And with the membership, there's no other requirements for membership. You continue to get a lifetime 24% discount. And if you go inactive at some point, you just simply place an order to reactivate your account. So frankincense is one of the key ingredients in Young Living's Brain Power Oil. It's great to diffuse at prayer time to help with grounding and purpose, and it's great for focusing. Lavender essential oil is included. This is useful for relaxation. It's soothing and calming. Great to add to some carrier oil in a bath. And it's really has many uses. It's considered the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because of that. Peppermint vitality oil. If you look in this photo, you'll see the white label vitality oils. That's what I was speaking to earlier. This is a great support for any digestive discomfort. You can dilute and apply topically. And of course, you can bake or cook with it. Citrus Fresh Vitality is a mix of orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, mandarin, and mint, which gives it a nice, very unique aroma as well with the citruses and mint. Thieves Vitality includes rosemary, clove, lemon, eucalyptus, and cinnamon. And that is the essential oil that is used in the Thieves cleaning line, as well as in their hand sanitizer. And we like to diffuse this a lot to support our immune system. Peace and calming is a great emotional support for exactly what it says, to enable a greater state of peace and calm. Stress Away is a mix of vanilla and lime aroma. And it's just a great one as an emotional support as well. If you're having a lot of stress, rub it on the base of your feet or use in your diffuser. Lemon Vitality. This is also a great versatile essential oil, useful as a tonic for the body. Great to get anything sticky off of, anything. You have some sticker on the cabinet or the floor or some kind of container, and use the lemon essential oil to get that goo off. Pan Away. This one has wintergreen and I'm going to forget the other ones, but the primary smell in it is wintergreen, and we use this as a support for your muscles and muscle pain. Digest Vitality is supportive for digestive health and the digestive system. Raven Blend And I'd also say digest has fennel in it, which is an herb known to be supportive for the gut. Raven Blend has Ravensara, peppermint, and eucalyptus radiata, and that's supportive of, you know, chest and the throat, has a soothing aroma. And then lastly, you'll see a couple other samples in here. You'll see the Ningxia Red. That is wolfberry juice that you can drink. And the wolfberry is actually a fruit that is the highest antioxidant in the world. So there are other fruit juices blended into this, as well as other essential oils. And it's really a great supplement to the body and great tasting as well. You'll see a 1 ounce sample of the Thieves Sanitizer, which is 99.9% effective at killing germs. Includes the Thieves, it's infused with the Thieves blend, has aloe vera and 65% alcohol. And then the Thieves Spray, which is a great thing to have when you're going to the store to use on your grocery cart, or quick cleaning of knobs or anything else like that, especially during these COVID times. And it has 70% alcohol in it as well. Two things that alcohol content with either of those are what the CDC recommends using for cleaning. All right, and then I also did not mention Valor Blend, that essential oil. We love this one as an emotional support to help you with feeling a sense of groundedness, self-assuredness. It's a very popular aroma with blue tansy and black spruce in it as well. Most people really love the aroma of that one. On there to the next slide. If it's gonna let me. There we go. Okay. Sorry, we'll keep going through these. So again, that starter kit is $165, which is a great value for everything that you're getting there. You have everything you need to get started. And okay, the 3 cabinet challenge. So this is basically looking at 3 cabinets in your house that you have cleaning products in. Pull them out, see what they are, and go to the Young Living site and see what you can replace it with. Now that Thieves all-purpose cleaner I use as a window cleaner, glass cleaner, and mopping the floors for every purpose in my bathroom. If I need to scrub it, I use baking soda. And I go through all of that in my Creating a Toxic-Free Home class. But start looking at what's actually in your home and how you can make some simple changes. And we actually have, if you get any of the starter kits, we have this great challenge, because some people get the starter kit and they're just like, this is great, but I don't know what to do. And this walks you through some challenges of how you can start using your kit, making things with it, make blends with it, and just have some fun with it as well. So there's also the option of being able to get your oils for free, get them paid for. That is simply being able to share essential oils and refer people that you know or you encounter to Young Living, and then getting compensated with that. We won't go into detail with that. You don't have to do that, but if you want to, or you're concerned about cost, then there's some things that we can talk about with that. So lastly, we made good time here, is how do you get the oils? So, you know, we've talked about what they are, the power of them, the alternatives, which is, you know, using what you already are, which is likely going to have some toxicity in it, and swapping some of that stuff out with essential oils, getting rid of the candles or the fragrances, and receiving the benefits of the essential oils too. So If you want to take the next step to actually getting the essential oils, the way that you do that is you go to youngliving.com. So that's youngliving.com. Click on Become a Member. There's a tab there somewhere. Click on Become a Member and select the starter kit that works for you. There's a couple options. The one we featured today is the premium starter kit, which is shown right here in this image. And enroll in essential rewards, which is optional, but I encourage you to do that. There isn't any risk to do that. And you will get that 10% back on your first purchase. You will enter a custom monthly order that you can change at any time. And that order will not be billed or processed for 30 days from the date that you purchase your starter kit. So it's really risk-free. And a lot of times people say, I'm not sure about this yet, but as soon as they get the starter kit, they love it. And they didn't enroll in essential rewards and they kind of kick themselves because there wasn't any risk. And a month later, they're opting into the essential rewards anyhow, and they missed out on that $10 in the beginning. So opt into it, and I will meet with you before that order processes, and I'll go over everything. We can look at the other products and select some products based on your needs. And there isn't any risk there. If you decide, oh, I want to opt out, I don't really want to do the monthly order, we'll call and cancel that for you. So it's not really a problem. Then it's going to ask you to enter my enroller and sponsor ID number, which is 10774919. I have it big and bold there so you can see it. And what that means is I will continue to be your point of contact for any product education. You will end up on my Oils Wonderland team. You'll get access to coaching calls and exclusive meetings and events that are just for our team only. And you get to participate with a community of people interested in health and wellness. So a lot of people make friends, connections that really are valuable as well. And you continue to get that education, which is really important, so you know how to use these products too. So I hope you will consider using the Young Living products, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.